Hi YouTubers, I'm down on the allotments. It's probably going to be the last time this year I'll be down on the allotments. It's the Thursday the 24th of December, which means I'm actually down here on the Christmas Eve. I know you're probably thinking he hasn't got much of a life then if he's down here. But I thought I'd get down here and do a couple of jobs before I close up for the year. One of the jobs I want to do is to give the polytunnel a bit of a wipe over. Just looking up at the top of the greenhouse at the moment, and I've seen that one of the actual panes is actually coming out. So that's another job I'm going to be doing in a minute, which I wasn't actually planning on. Yeah, so I'm actually going to do the polytunnel anyway, and I'm also going to clean my tools up so that they're ready for next year as well. Yeah, if you want to follow me around, you can do, and we'll get things sorted. Okay. Well, one of the clips has just gone flying. I don't know where that's gone to. So that's one job done. Just going to turn this over a little bit. I need to add some bloodfish and bone and compost to this. I'm not going to do that today. There's cucumbers left over. Got the cucumbers in the compost heap. Oh dear. Get the other stuff. As you can probably see over there, The chilies have all come to the end now, so they're going to come up. I've actually got some chilies propagated at home, so I'm going to be getting them in here soon. Oh dear. Get these in compost. Nice. Okay, that's that done. I've just noticed, when you think you've got them all, don't know if you can see this. Yeah, you can. When you think you've got them all, you find that you've still got some fruit to pick. Got some on the bed as well that I've not rotted or anything. Oh, it's not a bad little haul as well then. Cardboard's done its job for this year. Now, get that in the wheelbarrow. Some plants are planted up but didn't see through. I know I am. Don't know if you can hear it, but it's absolutely chucking it down outside. I was saying in question and answers video number 2 that I've been listening to a podcast from Ireland, Gardener's Corner, and the amount of stuff I've actually picked up from listening to it is unbelievable. You know, I even feel a lot more confidence as a gardener. I know that I make mistakes, but I can live with those mistakes. Oh dear. One of the things I need to be a lot more stringent about is the cleanliness, the actual plant husbandry side of things. I'm talking a lot about pests and diseases. A lot of the diseases actually come about through laziness, and I'll be the first to admit that I am one of the laziest gardeners that you would ever likely to meet. My idea is just get it into the ground. Comes up, it comes up. If it doesn't, then tough luck. That should have been. So I'm actually looking more at what I'm doing now. Didn't really want to be stood on this side because this particular path on this side is absolutely waterlogged. Right. Oh. So anyway, just tying up this fruit cage area. This is the one that I was moving all the stuff into a few weeks ago. Get it all strapped down, nice and tight. Make sure it's all okay for next year. Got black currant bushes in this. I've got two here. I've got that one there, and I've also got that one there. Now they seem to be drying out a little bit, so I don't know whether they're dying or what. But two at this end seems to be doing absolutely brilliantly. Really chuffed with that. So as I say, just get the ends, get all the sides all sorted. So sorted. Anyway, I'll be back with you when I've done this. I don't suppose you want to be watching this anyway. So, I'll see you in a bit. Okay guys, right, one thing I like to do at the end of each year is clean all the tools off that I've been using. throughout the year I don't really bother. I use them and just put them away. But at the end of the year I like to give them a bit of a clean. Especially these ones with the wooden handles. I don't just clean them, I actually treat them as well. Same as the bottoms, the steel parts at the bottom. So obviously they get wet quite a lot, so they can obviously not so much the stainless steel, but just ordinary steel can actually be affected by it, obviously. So what I tend to do is at the end of each year just get the tools that I've been using a lot. I don't do it for all the tools. Some of the tools are just really cheapo ones really, but ones like these I always like to try and give them a clean off. Now I don't get too much water on these handles, because what I'm going to do in a minute is I'm going to treat the actual handles itself. Okay, just get these done. Right, this is one that I actually picked up, and it's got cement on it, so give me a second. Right, basically gonna that looks pretty clear enough. Right. Oh, as I say, give it a rub down. Still got a bit more cement on it, so I'll probably come back to this in a minute. Get a bit more of the cement off. It gives you an idea, as I say. The handle down into the water, get all the soil off it. As I say, I don't want to get it too wet. Okay, so that's that one. Same thing with the spade, the shovel. This is actually an ex-army shovel. I bought it from an army reservist place. Good little shovel, does the little job that I need to do. One of the things I did actually manage to do with it was split the handle some time ago, so I ended up having to put a load of wood glue in it. Seems to have done the trick. Fingers crossed it doesn't snap. I don't know if you're getting me on camera here, but it's like this here. That's a little hand fork, and I've just put a longer handle on it. It just helps in the raised beds sometimes to reach over. Same thing again, just give that a bit of a clean off. Okay, so that's them done. So if you come with me into the greenhouse. Okay guys, right, so as I was saying, what I tend to do is give these a bit of a wipe down just to dry them up a bit. Just mainly the wood, the metal isn't too bad, because the wood's really that I want to be treating. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be treating the wood with linseed oil. Obviously with the wood, you're working out on it in all weathers. It gets wet, it gets baked, because obviously you leave it out in the sun sometimes, so it gets baked in the sun, and over time basically the wood dries out. So it's a good idea at the end of each year just to basically give them a clean down and then give them a wipe over with some linseed oil. I was glad that that was in the way of the greenhouse glass. So yeah, as I say, you got that on there. So that's just, let's say, just try the excess water off. Oh, right, I need a screwdriver. Right, this, for some reason, this top is seized on, so I've had to put a screw in the top to so I can actually get the linseed out. And basically all I'll do, got an old rag here, it doesn't have smell, this stuff. Just put a linseed oil on, and then just rub it into the wood. Because I'm a lazy sod, I'm just gonna tip it all on there. I suppose that's a good thing about the lid having that hole in it. You know, I can, all I have to do is just squeeze it out. So that's one done, and that's it. All that does basically is it just puts the moisture back into the wood, stops it drying out and splitting. It was a tip that I was actually told many years ago, and for the life of me I cannot remember who it was that told me. It may have been my father-in-law, because he wasn't really a gardener, but he was an engineer, and obviously as engineers are aware, you know, you're taught that your tools are your best asset, and you've got to really look after your tools, because if you don't look after them, then obviously you can't really do a good job. So I'll say I've had this linseed oil for I think it's about 5 or 6 years. You know, I think it was about £4 or something. It's a brand called Payless, so it's obviously a cheap linseed oil, but linseed oil's linseed oil. Doesn't half whiff a bit, this stuff, I must say. So just wipe the excess off the top of there and just run it down here. And so yeah, as I say, that's basically it for that. Now, what I also do, bottle of used engine oil, and I suppose you're wondering why I've got engine oil. And basically, again, another cloth, just put the oil on here, and then all I do is just give the steel a bit of a wipe over then. Massive, a bit goes on the floor. As I say, I always believe in recycling as much as I can. You know, so what's going to happen with this? It's just going to go to the tip. I don't know what they do with it from there, but if I can make use of it, you know. So that's that. So what I'm going to do is going to do the rest, and then I'll be back with you in a minute. Yeah, so anyway, this is the last one. Same thing again. This is a really good buy, this. I think I paid £9 for this on eBay a few years ago. Absolutely brilliant buy it was. Oh, I don't know where my other cloth is. I'll use the back end of this one. Yeah, it cost me £9, but I didn't think it was going to be any good really. But it's turned into a little handy gadget. Just put a bit of oil on the prongs, whatever they're called, tins, if that's what they're called. Just make sure that that's all oiled up, and so basically there you go. So the linseed oil, what the linseed oil will do is that'll put the moisture back into the wood. So yeah, it should that'll put the moisture back into the wood, and obviously make the tools last a lot longer, unless they get abused obviously, but I don't tend to get too heavy with them. I'll say I've not done all the tools. Some of them are just the cheaper ones. Some of the cheaper ones I've not bothered with doing, but yeah, that's basically it. As I say, that there, just a bit of old engine oil, and rather than getting rid, it's being recycled. It's getting used to protect the metal, the steel on the tools. So that will go there. I hope the video's been of some interest to people. I've just basically a few jobs that I need to do before the Christmas period. This is probably going to be my last video now on the allotments, unless I come down to do a job. So one or two jobs I'm looking at doing. I'm looking at doing an experiment. I've got some artichokes in a pot at home, but I've also got some spare, so I'm actually thinking about just bringing them down, putting them in some compost where I want to put it. So I might actually do a video on that if I do come down. But that's basically it really. Just remains for me to wish everybody a very Merry Christmas and a absolutely stonking New Year, and hope you all have a safe time, and I'll see you all in the new year. Okay, thanks for watching. This is Billy the Loam Gardener signing off for 2015, and I'll see you in 2016.